Yo, what's poppin'? It's your boy Sean DJ, and I'm with this dude. What's your name again, bro?
Teddy B, bro. Teddy B.
Teddy B, my man, Teddy B. Right. So here we are. What's the name of this podcast again? Nah, I'm just messing, y'all. I'm just messing. I'm just messing. Oh, okay,
Right.
Feelings,
bro. We're in our feelings, bro.
No, we're gonna get in your feelings.
Yeah.
I'm talking about you people, because some of the stuff that's gonna be said here might get you all mad, get you, upset, but you just gotta take it in, bro. Okay. Take it in and relax.
Okay, bro.
All right. Okay. Right. If any of y'all people think I'm too loud, just subscribe and put it in the comments. Whatever you want to say.
Tell them to stop screaming in your ear. Stop laughing. Cackling in your ear.
Next episode we'll be doing the Kanye cutters, All right, so welcome to
the In Your Feelings podcast.
Feelings podcast.
Yes, sir.
Brought to you by my man Teddy B.
Yes.
Tell us about yourself, Teddy B.
I am a casual listener of hip hop, I very much enjoy it. Favorite genre. You can follow me on IG at Teddy_Bomber. I'm also on YouTube. I'm here for all your fashion needs, mainly sneakers, but I dabble into, the rest of the outfit as well. And that's Teddy_Bomber as well. How about yourself?
All right. Y'all listening to the world's best DJ. Undiscovered. Undiscovered. I gotta have that undiscovered. Nah, on the real though. One of Cambridge's finest DJs, playing the best in hip hop, R&B. Yeah, I'm one of Cambridge's finest, man.
Yeah.
Just because they don't know me doesn't mean that I'm not one of Cambridge's finest. I'm not cocky. I said, okay, you know what? Bro. You know what? The best DJ in the world.
Okay.
Nah. On the real though, one of Cambridge's finest DJs. I took a sabbatical. I had kids. I got to focus on family. So, hey man, I'm just trying to be real. That's why you guys don't know me. But I am being real. Okay. So, DJ, blogger. I dabbled a bit, but y'all killing me with this IG, man. I can't keep up. I can't keep up. You can follow me on. You can follow me on. Sean Deej. That's IG. At Sean Deej. That's SeanDeej. That's my IG. If you want to chop it up on Twitter, it's at SDeej. That's S for sugar, DEEJ. And if you're feeling, you want to listen to some music, also check out one of the best podcasts, We're So Fresh podcast. We just do mixes. It's just me. Hopefully, I get some more people coming up on there. But yeah, now enough of the introductions, because we got some stuff that we need to talk about. This is episode 1 of In Your Feelings podcast, and
welcome.
Teddy B picked this title because it was gonna get y'all a little bit riled up. It's fitting for what we're gonna discuss, but title is Deadbeat Motherfucker playing Border Patrol.
Ooh.
All right. Ooh. Before we get there, I'm gonna let Teddy B start.
Yeah, so before we get into the nitty gritty, I wanted to actually say July 2nd was the 7-year anniversary of Kendrick Lamar, Section 80. Such a classic.
Oh man,
classic mixtape. What were you doing? 7 years ago when that dropped.
I was married.
Yeah, yeah,
7 years ago. What? I had my first child. Yeah,
yeah.
I had already had my first child. Yeah, that's what that I was already in the sabbatical. So that took.
So
No,
that
what
so
was? No, hold on. 7 years ago, 2000 and what?
11.
2011. Nah, my daughter
Yeah,
wasn't here yet. I'm joking.
yeah,
I had been married for about 3 years then, so happily married and doing all that
yeah.
stuff. So yeah, man.
I was, jeez. I remember listening to that album. Probably shout out to my homeboy Damon Cooper. He put me up on it. Showed me the mixtape. We rode around Vegas, the mean streets of Vegas, blasting Section 80. Absolutely enjoyed that mixtape. I still listen to it to this day. Do you think it aged well?
So I'm gonna say something about that mixtape.
Yeah.
I didn't get on Section 80 until after Good Kid.
Oh, okay. So you went back and listened to it.
Yeah, so Good
Okay.
Kid came out, and I was like, "Who's this cat?" Loved the
Uh-huh.
album, and I was like, "Well, let me check to see if he's got some other material." Found Section 80. I found his other stuff, but his voice wasn't right then. I think his voice was still breaking. So I was like, I'm not gonna mess with these mixtapes.
Yeah.
But Section 80, oh man, that Rigor Mortis, bro.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's my shit. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to say, man, ADHD, man. ADHD is probably top. Probably one of my top favorite like Kendrick Lamar songs, but that ADHD when that shit comes on, man, I'm just like, yo, I'm
No,
bobbing my head,
I feel you. Now with me, it's rigor mortis, cushion,
Mhm.
cushion Corinthians.
Yes.
Pretty much everything from rigor mortis down.
Yeah.
I like. I'm not saying that the mixtape ain't fire because it is. I mess with that. I think that was a good mixtape to start with. Was it a mixtape or an album? Was it an album?
It was a mixtape. Yeah, it was a mixtape.
Yeah, no, that was fire. That was fire. Not gonna lie.
But moving on.
Moving on. Subject matter.
We're
Deadbeat.
getting into it. We're getting
Deadbeat.
into it. Yeah.
Yeah. So Scorpion album.
Yes.
The moment that y'all been waiting for.
Yes. Mr. Million.
Okay.
Million
Right.
first
So,
day. Million first day.
Hey, man, you gotta give him his props.
Yes, congratulations.
But that was gonna happen anyway, though, right?
Oh, of course. Of course.
Regardless of recent events, that was gonna happen anyway. Because
Do you think he would have sold streamed over 1 million times
what?
if
Well,
it wasn't for the beef?
What? So coming up with all these theories. I've been thinking too much about this thing.
Uh-oh.
Okay, so
Go.
we all know that Drake got handed it to him. Right?
Yes.
Pusha T just killed that dude, So for him to come back or to drop an album, I think everyone was anticipating to hear what the dude was going to say because it didn't really, he caught it out, right?
Yes.
He got Nipsey Hussle slapped. Open palm. My bad. He got open palm slapped by Pusha T.
I mean, I think it's safe to say Nipsey Hussle slapped.
In front of his girl, bro.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah.
That's like a dude come over, slap the shit out of you in front of your girl, and your girl just walk up, just leave with him. So, that's pretty much what happened. Drake fans, to let you know, I'm also a Drake fan, so I'm not taking sides here. I felt that shit.
You felt it?
Hey, man, that the thing is, I'm also a Pusha T fan, though. So when that shit came out, I was like, yes, this is good for hip hop.
Oh,
and
then,
And then Jay Prince did what he had to do.
Back up his man. his cat,
You know,
money maker.
hey, you got to look out for your money, bro. You got to look after the bag. Look after the bag. Now, but so what theory was gonna talk about?
The
okay,
theory.
my bad. I got it.
Okay.
So
Okay.
this theory was from today. There's another one that I'll go into the other theory, the yesterday theory, in a minute.
Oh my gosh.
This theory, right? I was like, you know what? June.
Yeah.
Good music, OVO, been trying to work together for time.
Yeah.
Right? What if Kanye and Drake actually talked before dropping the albums and said, yo, you know what? Let's create some smoke to build up our releases.
I kind of got to disagree with you on that, man. You want to know why?
Talk to me.
Because if that was the case, I really don't think okay, when Infrared came out, I would say, yeah, okay, maybe that would make sense. Then Duffy came out, and it's like, okay, we're causing stir. But that story of Adidon, bro, even if I'm trying to orchestrate beef, you coming at my mom's, my dad, my baby mom's, my friend that's actually sick, like, bro, it was just too savage to be orchestrated.
Okay,
bro.
all right. Well, you know. All right, so that theory is out. But this theory here, though.
Yeah.
The yesterday theory. The theory about the beef.
Yeah.
Pusha T handed it to Drake. However, everyone is talking about how the beef was directed to Kanye and asking why. Now, I'm just going to put it out there. Shouts out Joe Budden podcast, because this is where I got this theory, right? And he opened my eyes a little bit, because I was like, it kind of makes some sense. You know, he put a timeline to it, and it's like, Drake comes out February, March? February, it was February, right? And it says, it was sometime in February.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Scorpion, June, right?
Mm-hmm.
So everyone's ready. Drake fan or not, everyone's ready. It's like, okay, it's going to be that fire, because More Life wasn't all that. So it's going to be fire, right? Mm-hmm. And then fast forward to April, Kanye does his shenanigans, does that interview with Charlamagne. What's the thing that he mentions the most? He's trying to get that approval that he wants to, he wants radio play like Drake. So clearly, this dude wants, he wants some smoke, or he's trying to compete with Drake. He wants in on the action, and he then says he's gonna do a June drop.
Yeah,
but he's gonna start with you know what? I actually believe that theory now, because the strategic thing that he did was, he didn't know which date exactly Drake was going to drop. So he said, I'm going to drop an album every Friday to make sure that whenever Drake is dropping, it will coincide with that.
Yeah. But because, see, I guess Drake kind of waited it out, because nobody dropped the Friday he dropped, right?
Yeah.
Nobody dropped.
Yeah, that's because he was waiting for everybody else to finish dropping. And
you think so?
I think he came up with that idea after Kanye. Didn't he? Yeah, he dropped the date after Kanye dropped his timeline.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah, because if Kanye had started at the top of June with Pusha T, and gone in to Tiana Taylor on the when was it, 29th? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Then, that would have been the whole of June. But I think he was trying to make it look like, no, this is not my strategy, but that's where I'm going. Basically, where I'm trying to go with this, people, is Kanye was trying to get a piece of the action, right? But Kanye and Drake were still vibing. They were still good then.
At the time.
They were still good then.
Because he wrote Yay.
He co-wrote Yay, which was on Yay. So, which means that they were still vibing. And
Yeah.
what this dude said on this other podcast was they're working together, they're vibing. That Drake lets him listen to the material. Obviously, Kanye's in the studio. He's gonna, cop some of that stuff. Or he keeps recording. He plays that shit to Pusha T. Pusha T's like, right, I got my ammo, right? If anything ever happens. So, Drake comes back to the studio, sees Pusha T there because obviously him and Pusha T don't vibe. He wasn't really feeling that. Maybe it was one of those things where Kanye was like, "Yo, Drake, I'm in the studio. I got a few people here," and Drake is like, "Okay, cool. I'm gonna come check it out." Because at the end of the day, we neighbors, right? In Calabasas. All right, cool, man. I'm gonna come over. He goes over and is like, "Oh, bro, you brought me here for this. I ain't vibing with these people." And Drake. Yeah. That's when Drake went back to the studio and wrote, "I'm upset. Got a better. You
know what?
Yeah, go ahead.
You know what?
What?
I was watching an interview on Genius with Pusha T, and he did say he was in Calabasas for a couple of days. So, I mean, it's almost like you're getting invited to some place and you walk in,
exactly,
and the person that you see is like, okay, that I'm cool with this dude, and then you look at the corner of your eye and you see the one dude that you're not cool with, and you're just like,
this
shit, here we go, this motherfucker, right?
Yeah,
here. Like, come on,
yeah. So
really.
So there you go. So that's this. So okay. So we will talk the beef. The beef is done now. But yeah, I thought I'd tell y'all about my theory. Anyway, come to Scorpion.
Your theory of you in your office putting pieces together,
bro.
On the wall, hieroglyphics.
I've been doing my homeland shit. Connect the dots. I've got Drake's face, Kanye's face, Drake's crib, Kanye crib, Pusha T over here. I got you
got addresses, you got logistics.
I've got messages that were sent between parties.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, but the theory makes sense though, because why would Jay Prince come and speak to Kanye if the beef wasn't with Kanye?
He
could have just gone straight to Pusha T. I mean, not that Pusha T would have listened to him anyway, because Pusha T would have been like, "Yo, if you want to smoke, we can go."
Yeah.
So
like he's been at
exactly.
Look, he was Tiana Taylor. He kept that same energy, bro.
Yeah, right. So I'm like, this was definitely directed to Kanye. I think it was a loyalty thing that a sense of loyalty or a sense of trust, where maybe when Drake walked into the studio, Kanye was bumping, Drake's album to Pusha T.
Probably bumping Infrared.
But anyway, so. That would explain why Drake was ready with Duppy the day after. Because if Drake really writes his rhymes, I don't think he would have been that prepared.
Yeah. Well, see, here's the thing, though. Like off of Daytona, that song with Ye, it was originally called "What Would You Do" or something like that.
Oh no!
What should you do?
Oh really?
And then they changed it to
What would Meek
do?
Oh.
Here we go.
Papa Wheelie and tell the judge to I could nearly, bro.
Ooh.
Bro.
Yeah.
Anyway,
but see,
go.
See, bro, the best lyric off of that song is the Scoopity Poop.
Scoop. Woo, scoop. Woo, woo, woo.
But all that aside, let's get into it.
Okay, so what were your thoughts? I know we're a week late. There's been reviews going all week, but we've been trying to get this thing set up. So allow us, okay?
Allow it.
Allow it. But
you know what?
Thoughts?
First thoughts, initial thoughts. I've listened to the album about a good 5 times. I feel like that's all I need. That's all I can get through. That's like 5. That's like 10 hours worth of music in five listens through, which is ridiculous.
Yeah.
But It's a lot of fluff, man. It's a lot of fluff. This whole side A, side B thing is just kind of really corny in this digital age. Just label it as 25 tracks.
Or either do that or do a feature and release one this week, release one next week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like this whole double side thing, I didn't care for it. I prefer side A more than side B. But yeah, what about you?
Well, I'm gonna go back into my homeland. If I look on my wall over here,
yeah.
So, to me, side A came after Story of Adidon, right? The reason I say that is it doesn't flow like
the whole album doesn't.
No. If you look, the reason, I'll explain where I'm coming from. Side B is more coherent, as in you don't feel like the songs were put in the wrong place. I feel like the album was side B, right?
Yeah.
And God's Plan. That's it.
You think so?
Yeah. Because I think after Story of Adidon and Jay Prince, and don't forget Jay Prince, we go back into the studio.
Yeah.
We then record Survival a week after. I mess with niggas from Philly and Bad Boy, blah blah blah, all that stuff. Yeah, whatever. Good for you, buddy. It's not the intro that I was expecting from Drake, because I thought he was gonna bring it with this album after Story of Adidon. I was like expecting some madness, some magical stuff, bro. So give me some Nothing Was the Same, or If You're Reading This Is Too Late type of music. Come with that heat. So that's come correct. So that's what I was expecting, and then you give me, So it's still God's plan. So I'm not trying to get ahead of myself. Blah blah, bro. Just chill, man. You caught an L,
Yeah.
And then nonstop, you're doing your. I sound like I'm hating, but.
You a hater, bro.
Nah, bro.
You a hater, bro.
Like I said, I'm still a Drake fan, but at the moment, this album hasn't had as many listens from me. I've probably listened only 3 times. That's the honest truth. I started listening not the day it released, because I remember you were going off on me saying, "Oh, yo, you checked out that album yet?" And I was like, "Oh, in my own time." So I gave it
48 hours. 48 hours after.
48 hours, and I listened to the album. And side A didn't do anything for me. It didn't move me. I'm honest.
Yeah.
But side B it did it for me, bro. I got into my grown man shit. Yeah. I got. Hey man, I'm just touching my emotions. What's wrong with that? I'm still a G though. I'm still a G. Don't get it wrong.
You was drinking and driving, bro.
We can still throw hands, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you want smoke, bring it. But
hey, you know what?
Yeah.
I got Jay Prince for that, bro. Like, you ain't gonna touch me, bro. You ain't gonna touch me.
Right, whatever you say. Hey, so yeah.
So for me, right,
B-side.
Side B-side is, first of all, what fucked me over on the B-side, right, was Don't Matter to Me. And, if he took off the featuring Michael Jackson, you couldn't tell me that was Michael Jackson.
Yeah, but then if he took that off, then everyone would be like, "Oh, you had a Michael Jackson feature. You didn't even think to acknowledge the king of pop. The king of pop."
Bro, the way he had the king of pop on here was disrespectful, bro.
No,
like I went into my room, grabbed my Thriller vinyl,
You cried.
held it tightly, cried, whispered to it like, you're still the king. You're still the king, all right? Don't let nobody tell you different, all right?
All right.
Just disrespectful. The vote, like, he literally went to whoever had this sample, was like,
no,
just fuck it up.
No,
just fuck it up.
Okay, so from what I read, this was recorded by Mike for Drake. Am I right? Back in the day, what was it then? Was he messing?
This was like before. This is before. This sample was from like years ago, like way back, even before Drake even started rapping. Probably before Drake was even conceived.
Was it recorded for Drake or was it?
No.
Was it Mike in the studio?
He just bought the sample.
Oh, he got the sample?
He got the sample.
Yeah, but maybe the dude was ready to go, bro. It was like, it don't matter to me. Oh, it don't sound right. I'm not going to release this. And then that was it.
Nah. That don't mean you put it on the song, bro. That's disrespect.
This is just, I think people, these dudes are just trying to, show how much money you got. Hey, you got enough money to buy a Michael Jackson sample? Nah, bro. Nah. Okay, I'm going to have this then.
This whole album is just like a flex. Like, I don't see, like, the stuff that they got. So the Michael Jackson feature, the Mariah Carey sample, the Static Major, like, they had some, like, Aaliyah lines in there. Like, like, it's crazy. It must be crazy, And then, like, just Side B just didn't do it for me. Like, After Dark was good. In My Feelings was good. Blue Tint was good.
That's how you feel?
That's how I feel, bro. Like, March 14th is a big eye roll to me, man. Like,
so you still tell me you don't like
a big
you don't like it? That's how you feel still? The one with Nicki Minaj?
Oh yeah, that was cool. That was cool. Yeah, I like that. Everything else was just
man. There's one song you forgot. Man. Yeah, there's one song you forgot off that, bro.
Let me know, bro. What am I forgetting?
The best song on the album.
How's it go?
It's your fucking birthday. Ratchet, happy fucking birthday, bro. That's my jam.
Bro, since you're a DJ, you gotta play that. Bro.
Yeah, you know what? Next time someone have a birthday in the club, I'm gonna put that.
That's
on.
you.
It's your birthday. None of this. Go, shorty. It's your no. Allow that.
Allow that, bro.
This is the new birthday anthem. Fuck no. Yeah. Forget Stevie Wonder. Forget R. Kelly. Forget 50 Cents. This is where it's at. Yeah.
But who had the best ad libs for this year? Is it that or is it?
It still gotta be Kanye and cut it, man. I feel like you guys are just gonna get the best off the ad with this podcast. It's amazing. I went to school for this shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was actually you, bro. That was actually you on the track.
They
tapped.
I
tapped you.
I got paid. They sampled me.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Yeah. I got paid, bro.
I don't think you're supposed to leak that, bro.
It's not leaking.
You got the sweatshop on you, bro.
Hey, man. Whatever it takes.
Yeah?
Whatever it takes. No. On the real, though. So, first listen, I was disappointed. I was upset, as the song says.
Yeah, definitely.
I spoke to you. You kept saying to me, Saturday was where it's at. So I was like, okay, cool.
Yes.
I'm gonna go back and see what I could do. I spoke to this other cat. Shout out to Kev Campbell. I asked him an honest opinion. I was like, yo, what do you think of the album? And he was like, yeah, it's cool. He's not feeling Side B. He's feeling
Yeah.
side A. So I was like, okay, there must be something inside A that I was missing, right? And then I went in and then listened to side A properly, and all the subliminals start coming up. And I was like, oh, okay. So that's where then I got the theory of this side was actually meant for, it was recorded, sorry, after Story of Adidon, because as I said before, the main album was side B with God's Plan, right? And then Story Adidon happened, and then he thought he'd come up and talk about, I wasn't hiding my son from the world. I was hiding the world from my son.
Oh,
but
my
the initial track that he was going to introduce his son on was March 14th. So you can tell that dude was really upset on side. He however you want to flex it and say side B's for the dudes and stuff like that, and it's whatever. I to be honest with you, it's growing on me. I'm trying not to listen too much because obviously I've been dissing the album for too long, so I might just
just gotta stop that together.
I do some secret listens now and again just to get my fix. But yeah, man, would I give this album the year? No, hell no.
Nah. No, not with the music that we've been getting this year. Like This year, especially the month of June.
Month of June has been crazy.
Ridiculous.
Album of the year is Daytona, hands down.
Yeah?
Yeah.
We got next episode, yo. We gotta lay down our top albums, top tracks of 2018 so far, man. So you saying Daytona?
Hell yeah, Daytona, and then Kids It Goes.
Okay.
We're talking June, right? We're talking June?
Yeah, we can talk June, yeah.
Yeah, I'm talking about June. And Daytona is still up. I mean, Daytona's album of the year, period.
Yeah.
Whatever month you're talking about, yeah. Daytona's album of the year. Because that was straight to the point. 7 tracks. Amazing. You listen to it, and you go back in it, and you feel like, oh, I want some more. And you go back in it again. And yes. It's every listen with Daytona opened up my eyes to to get I got something different from it. So yeah.
I definitely agree with you on that.
Whereas I feel like with this album, I had to force myself to like it. So
there's no way, even as a Drake fan, every time you're starting from Survival and ending on March 14th, there's no way. There's no way.
Oh no, it's happened. I've been fortunate
as a drag fan.
I've been fortunate to go from the top to the bottom because because of the way the album is structured. Like I told you, I don't really enjoy side A. Well, I wasn't really enjoying side A. I'm warming up to it now, so I'm liking it a bit more. I got a couple of tracks that I like. 8 out of 10, which is a jab at Kanye. Obviously,
yeah.
You got the God's Plan. That's it.
Yeah.
And then maybe Nonstop. Nonstop is growing on me, but it's still, it's not amazing.
So I just want to say, I may be sprouting a lot of hate, right? But I've been a Drake fan since comeback season, bro. Comeback season.
So I'll give you guys a bit of insight on Teddy B.
Yeah.
Prior to Daytona dropping, prior to the beef, you said to me, Drake is the savior of fucking hip hop, and I dissed you at that because I was like, you're dick riding.
Yeah, bro. At first, okay. You know what? He's not the savior.
I went
a little too far.
You ain't shit, bro.
I'm not backtracking. I'm just saying, right. I jumped off the building. I jumped out the window with that statement because that's furthest from the truth, right? Kendrick Lamar is the savior of hip hop, right? Drake makes some good ass songs. You can't front. You can't lie.
He's got a good formula. He's got a good formula.
The man's been in the game since... I've been listening to Drake since comeback season, which is 2008. So 10 straight years, bro.
But how long you been listening to Kanye, though?
Oh, even longer.
I rest my
So,
case. How long you been listening to Pusha T? How long you been listening to Pusha?
bro,
How long you been listening to Pusha T?
I mean, Pusha T been out, but I haven't. I can honestly say I haven't been up on Pusha T since then.
Okay.
You know.
So Pusha T made you leave Drake for Pusha T. Is that right?
Wait, say that again.
Pusha T made you think twice about Drake. Is that right?
No, I mean, you know, no, not really.
No,
I mean,
no further questions,
I'll
Your
still
Honor.
listen to the track. I plead the fifth. I plead the fifth. I plead the fifth.
All right, cool. Nah, Pusha T did make me change my opinion of Drake, because after the story of Adidon, I was like, you don't rap.
Well, the thing is,
he don't rap.
He ruined.
He's a singer.
He ruined. Okay, so he didn't ruin Drake, because like Drake is gonna be fine. The same way when Nas dropped Ether and Ether Jay is completely fine now. You know.
Yeah.
I mean, we can argue that Jay right now is in a better spot than Nas.
I think Jay wanted to prove himself, so he kept going. Whereas Nas probably put his hands up and said, I'm done. I don't need to mess with this cat anymore.
Well, yeah, but then, like, you fast forward to June, and Nas drops his album Friday, and then Jay and Beyonce dropped their album Saturday.
Yeah.
And which album made more noise, you know?
Yeah, but this is a Beyonce album, right?
It's a Beyonce album featuring Jay, but I mean, it's still Jay.
No,
like, they still drop it.
No, it's okay. No disrespect. It's a Jay Beyonce album. Yeah.
Yeah.
And obviously, Beyonce fans are gonna gravitate to it, who don't normally listen to Jay-Z. But saying that, though, Jay-Z did come correct on this album. He was, you know, he couldn't be outshone by his wife, so he had to, you know, he had to give it, you know. I felt like he might have come harder on here than he did on Watch the Throne.
Ooh.
Did I go too far?
Now you got me in my feelings, bro, because that's a heavy statement.
I'm joking.
That was a heavy statement, bro.
I'm joking.
Heavy, mate.
But yeah, man. So we've been talking too much. But where would you put this out of 10?
Out of 10. Oh man. I'm giving it a 4.
4 out of 10.
4. Yeah. I'm not feeling this album. I doubt that I would go back to this album anytime soon. I'm not feeling it.
You know, this is being...
I've listened to it.
Oh, man.
I listened to it, right?
Uh-huh.
And I haven't went back to it in the past 3 days. I've been bumping the internet. I've been bumping Daytona. I went back to Kids See Ghosts, Nas album. I went back to Section 80 today. Like,
oh, you know what? I was listening to a Good Kid today.
Yeah. See, man. You're not even. You don't mind when an album is good. You want to listen to it some more. I'm good. I am good off of this album. I don't need to listen to this for the rest of the year. I'm fine.
This is being recorded. You know that, right?
Hey,
I'm gonna put it up. Yeah, you know that. You know that.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
4 out of 10. And do you not think that's a bit harsh, bro?
I think I'm being lenient, to be honest.
Gosh. Okay. Cool.
Yo, kill me in the comments. You know, crucify me,
some Drake fan you are, bro. Damn.
You got to be critical. Like, I'm not saying Drake is my top artist. Like, I did go way too far saying that, but like, it's just a really disappointment. Like, shout out to James Cowell. He said something that I actually really liked. You know, he said ever since Views, the album's just been increasingly worse. Like, You dropped views. It did numbers, but that shit was in the trash.
Yeah, but you know what? You know what? Let me come in here and explain a few things. Well, this is going back to my homeland theories.
Oh my gosh.
So
Back to the board.
back to the board. So the reason why I think we're not getting as excited about Drake album as we are about everyone else is because Drake has never left.
You don't think so?
He's always in the charts. Like he's got a new track.
He's been on the charts
he's,
the last
he's-
like 8 years.
He's got a feature every month. So
Yeah.
you know, it's not like we're gonna miss the dude. So when he drops something, this is another reason why I wasn't excited about this album, because the flow that he has on A side or side A
Yeah.
just sounds like the flow that he's using in these, you know, in these features that he's doing. That's why I like 8 out of 10, because it sounds a bit more, you know, like your thank me later Drake kind of thing. So
Well, see, if you go off of the features that he's done this year, like most of the features he's done are actually pretty good. Like even though they're kind of like written in or phoned in, they're catchy enough to make the song a hit. Like that Black Boy JB song.
yeah, but still, do you remember the song for Black Boy JB, or do you remember the song for Drake? I'll be honest with you.
No, I'm gonna be honest with you. I like both of their verses in that song.
All right. Okay.
I actually do.
Talk to me about Little Baby. Who's he?
Oh, bro.
There we go. I rest my
I
case.
couldn't tell
You know, I ain't. You know, it just sounds the same. Dude's on the radio.
But that walk it like I talk it with Migos. That was a good verse.
It was a good verse.
Am I wrong?
I think Side A will go really well with the Migos set when they do the Drake and the Three Amigos, Aubrey and the Three Amigos are the tour, because it's that kind of stuff. So they can just
Which I actually want to see.
Yeah.
I want to see that just because of the Migos though.
yeah. I like how you flip that. I really want to see that because of the Migos though.
The Migos. Hey, bullshit right now, bro. They're moving stuff.
Yeah, I know. All right, so 4 out of 10. Harsh. But, you know.
Yes. What you saying?
I'm going to give it a 2.
2.
I'm kidding. I'll say 6, man. I'll say 6.
A 6?
Mm.
So above mediocre. Slightly above mediocre.
Yeah, it's all right. Like I said, it's growing on me, and I'm not going to say I'm not going to listen to it again. I won't listen to it as much as I did, you know, his previous albums. But yeah, it's all right.
I mean, like the only track that I find myself going back to is Emotion.
That's because you are emotionless. That's why you don't like B-side, bro. You need to be in touch with your emotions a bit more so you can vibe with these tracks. You know? Nah, I'm kidding.
let me ask you a question, bro. When you was listening to this B-side, were you in the car at all? Were you driving?
Of course I was.
Bro, that's illegal, man. You can't be drinking and driving, bro. That's an exercise, bro.
No, actually, no, I wasn't. I was listening at work.
Ooh, that's even more dangerous.
I can't be drinking and working.
Nah, bro.
Yeah, so I listened once in the car, once at work. So, you know.
Yeah?
Yeah, so yeah, 6 out of 10.
6 out of 10.
10 is too much. Let's go 5. I'll give it a 3 out of 5. You give it a 2 out of 5, right?
Yeah, about 2. 2.5, maybe.
Nah, 2.5. You're going too far, bro. You're going over. 2.5.
Yeah,
you're 2.5. Yeah, so you're more like a
2.
A 2, and I'm a 3. So yeah, it's kind of right. Maybe or maybe you feel like 3. You feel like 3 is too much.
Yeah, I do. But you know what? It's Drake. He sold over 1 million.
Congratulations, though, for him going platinum, bro. That's
easily
first day as well. But you know, we had to say what we had to say.
But he's in the competition of himself. The same way Ye's in a competition of himself, which we'll leave that debate for another episode.
Yeah.
But Ye's in the competition of himself. These are the two artists that compete. Nobody else is on their level, so they're just competing with their last project.
Yeah, pretty much.
You know?
Pretty much, yeah. But I mean, this is kind of, well, it's better than More Life.
Yeah. No, it's not. Not to me.
Well, you like them?
I think More Life had better features, man. It had better features. There was more singles off More Life.
I thought you don't like a UK rapper though, bro.
Hey, bro.
Anyway, that's all for another day. That's all for another day.
Skepta's the GOAT, all right?
Okay,
He's the GOAT of all these grime rappers or whatever.
Yeah. What about Gigs, man? Gigs brings it, man. Give me that dirty. Give me that dirty. You know?
Bro,
I think I should do a voiceover for people's albums, man, because I got it. You know,
bro, that's a hidden talent, bro.
I'm sitting on a gold mine here, man. You know, I did the voice for Kanye and Cutters. I can
Yo, no, we need you here. We need you here. We need that gold mine here.
All right, cool. Yeah. Shouts out to anyone who's got a birthday today. Actually, shout out to my mom. Her birthday is today. So, Mom, I'm gonna say it's your birthday. There you go. Yeah, happy birthday. Anyway,
happy birthday.
We've come to the end of this discussion. If you think there's anything we've missed, if you're in your feelings, hit us up on IG.
Yeah, IG. We have an email, inyourfeelingspodcast@gmail.com.
Yeah.
And inyourfeelingspodcast IG.
Alrighty. I mean, I'll bring it with that Twitter if you want it. You know, you can just hit me up, like I said, at SDJ. We can talk more about this. But yeah, let us know how you like the episode. If we're laughing too much, if there's too much Kanye talk, too much Drake talk, you know, because we'll dumb it down next time. You know, I have been told that I'm loud, so
yeah.
So yeah.
I mean, we can get into the lils of hip hop.
The lils.
The lils.
All right, cool. But this one's just because I can. But no, on the real though, thank you guys for listening. Like we said, please subscribe, tell your friends about it, because we're gonna be popping. And if we got in your feelings, we did the right thing. Take care. Peace out.
Peace.
Bye bye.